How we doing, folks? I'm on my holidays. On my holidays. We're at Cayton Beach, Cayton Bay. Yeah, on my holidays. Thought I'd give it a go. I'll show you the setups. So, travelled light. Oh. I think that's just the waves, maybe some weed. Might have to pull that in a bit. I've got a little light spinning rod. I'm going to chuck out about in the surf, see if there's anything about. And then on the left here is a Decathlon Resi Fight 3.5 metre, I don't know, Capelan thing. Telescopic rod. I think it's actually a cart rod, but it's telescopic, it fit in the car. 3.5 metre, it'll do the job. We'll see how we get on. It's not the best caster in the world, but you know, maybe things will adapt. I don't know what the fishing's like here. Went to surf shop, got a few bits of bait. I'm trying razor clam at the minute and a bit of frozen black. Yeah, with that being such a light rod, I've only got like a 4-ounce scribble head on it in waves. So yeah, we're going to see what it's like. I did get told in front of the pumping station, but it's quite rocky there. So I'll come down to the middle. Still surfy enough. It's definitely going to test the rod. I don't know what we'll catch, if we'll catch. Tide should be on the flood now. I'm going to fish a few hours up in the darkness. Behind me, look, there's a little bank there, a little puddle, so it's going to come in behind me, so I need to watch that. Should have a safe route out. But I'm thinking as well, as the tide comes in, that's obviously going to flood that bank, and maybe we'll see some fish holding up in there. So it could be where we want to try and aim to drop the baits for later on. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Tap, tap, tap. But it's not a fish. I think it's going to be weed. I've already chucked the spinning rod about. We were picking up We're picking up weed. But yeah, Cayton Bay on the Yorkshire coast. It's lovely. Headland there looks like it could be promising for maybe wrasse or pollock, I don't know. And then again, over there, some more rocks coming down to a flat point. Again, could be promising. I don't know if you can walk out there, because obviously there's that cliff edge there. I don't know if you can walk round across the bay, or whether that's a route to getting yourself cut off. And I'm only here for a couple of days, so we've got other things planned. So fishing opportunities may not be huge, but I'm certainly going to try and make the most of a new venue, if you like. Anyway, I'll turn you off. I'll bring you back for a couple of updates. It'll probably not be a long video, because I haven't brought the stand for the phone, so no, them tips. Yeah, I've got the stand for the phone, so we'll see how we go. Right, I'll see you later on. It's not a blank, folks. It's not a blank. Kicking sand everywhere. Just hooked in the lip. Beautiful. Oh, covering the camera there. Couple of faint red spots on it. Well, that bony ridge isn't quite as prominent, so I'm going to say a flounder, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, but it's not a blank. Yo! Get him back. Swallow him in. Go on the next wave, buddy. On the next wave. Go on. So that was on the bottom hook on frozen black. Happy days. Happy days. You see me definitely picking up the weed there. Okay, so there's fish here. There's fish here. Excellent. Right. So like so, we've got laser clam on the top, frozen black on the bottom. I'm going to refresh that black on the razor clam as well. Get it back out. 3-hook flapper. I'll put them up it on the top. Just a bit of extra attraction maybe for the bass. Don't know if your boy down there is fishing or not. Probably can't see him. Can't tell. I haven't got my gigs on. Anyway, yeah, that's the result. I'm well happy. Chuffed to bits. Right, I'm going to rebait and get back out. See you in a bit, folks. Well, nothing else happening yet, folks. So just one flounder so far. So it seems to be dying off a little bit. So I've been chucking a spinning rod out every now and then, but no bass so far. There's another guy I wanted to pass. I had a conversation with him. He's local. He says he comes down here bass fishing with a lure rod. Pointed out a couple of points on the beach, which was nice, but he's not had any luck so far this evening either. So maybe they just don't what they're throwing out, or they're not in yet. So we'll see. We'll see. The tide's starting to come in, so I'm just keeping an eye on this gully behind me. So I haven't got my boots on, I've got my trainers on, and I don't want wet feet. But yeah, it's a nice little bay. And we've not blanked. So, always good. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on the rod tips, and I'll see you later on. Bye. So, just missed a bite. And we'll have to move soon. But we're fishing on. Fishing on. Getting in the dark now. I think high tide is about 1:30 flip me. That's suddenly getting very close. Yeah, high tide's about 1:30. I don't think I'll be fishing all the way up to the peak. So we'll oh. That's in right there. And also you've got the wave action. There was a tappery tap on it. We'll see. No, I missed the last bite, so on the one hand, I don't want to wrap too quickly. I don't want to sort of let it overdevelop and it unhooks itself. Right, I'm going to turn you off anyway. I'll keep an eye on that, see how it plays out. If it's just my eyes. Main concern is I'm going to have to get moving, which is going to pull me away a bit further from where the actual surf line is, so it's going to make casting interesting. But hopefully it will rush in soon enough. Right, see you in a bit. It's starting to get a bit dark, so got the torch on. I left that bite a bit longer and come back in. Bottom ring's tangled a bit, but both of them, no bait. Even the razor clam's gone, so maybe I'll let it develop too long and the fish got off, I don't know. Ah well, can rebait. My sandbank's nearly gone, so try and fish at the calm spot, see what happens. Alright folks, that's the last bait's going out. I've just put the frozen blacks all on the hooks. Woo, spooky. Just to get them used up. The rest of the stuff should go back in the freezer, alright. We haven't blanked, we've had one flatty. Not a very big size, but it is what it is. So, if I don't bring you back, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. if we do get anything, probably just put a picture and see what happens. But I'll let them soak for 20 minutes and then bring it back in. See you next time. Alright folks, we're back. It's a lovely day. We're at Filey Brigg, which is a spit of land near the Yorkshire village called Filey. I've got my little travel rod set up just off the bottom. It's a rocky venue, I'm guessing. Seems rough rocks. Anyway, what I want to show you, I don't know if you will see it. Look. If you can see the sprats down there. So I'm hoping this is going to be a good sign that we're going to have something about. When it settles, you see the little black marks down there. Hopefully you can make them out on the camera. A bit difficult for me to see if you can zoom. Anyway, a few people spinning, so it must be popular enough. Thinking back at me, I'm dressed like a tourist wanker. Excuse my French. Yeah, just a piss of teenagers off. I dress like a complete chump. Yeah, so we've got the bottom rod going. I can see two clumps of birds feeding off in the distance. Hopefully they come closer. Like I say, with sprats here, hopefully that's a sign. As the tide pushes in, we might get some action. I've got the spinning rod. I've got a bit of frozen squid to use up, so we'll chuck that out, see what comes off that. Would love a wrasse off around here. Let's play the game, see what we get. Yeah, I don't know how the video will go and how much recording we'll get them, but anyway, that's where we're at. See you in a bit. Right, first bait change, just done. Again, just out 3 up flapper with squid strips on. Doesn't seem to be much happening so far. Even the spinners over there behind me. I've not seen them pull anything in either. But whatever they're interested in, I want them to chase the line away. We were just going to Goodden not so long ago. We did have a crowd working that way. They were good off over to the right. Getting closer. Little sprats are still about down there. So, fingers crossed, whatever is happening out there is going to make its way to the end of that rod. I keep chucking the lures out, but I've had nothing. And like I say, the folks off to my right there that are spinning, I've not seen anybody pull anything in as of yet, despite the birds working off there on the distance. Well, they don't seem to be working so much now, there's just a big crowd of them gathering. I don't know whether there's a bait ball underneath them and they're waiting for it to come up or what. Somebody more intelligent than me may know. Well, there's obviously birds nesting in the cliffs, so we'll see, we'll see. We're out fishing and it's a lovely day anyway. Right, anyway, I'll let you go. See you in a bit. Oh, it's a double shot, folks. So, nice pollock on the spinner. And just as I got that, this one went, we've got a nice wrasse. So I'm trying to unhook this one-handed and watch them teeth. There's my forceps. And I've got some in here somewhere. I definitely brought some. There we go. Try and do this one-handed. Might have to put these down. I don't know. I don't think you can see much of anything there, can you? What if I put these up here? What can we get there? Well, that might work. That might work. So Mr. Wrasse first because it's a bit more delicate. There we go. Oh, I do love catching wrasse. I'll put him back first. Yep, he's right. And then there's pollock. He's wondering what the fuck happened there. That hook is proper in there. There we go. Not a bad part. He looks to have a bit of something going on in his mouth. Right, we'll get him back as well. That's brilliant. I'm happy with that. Hey, we've not blanked again. So, told him dressed like a twat. Well, the pollock's not looking good. The seagull's got it. There he goes, there he goes. Mr. Seagull's giving up. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, as a result of a wrasse and a pollock, so 2 species, yes. Actually 3 species on the whole trip. Because we'd had that flounder at Cayton Bay. Ooh, so one on the spinning rod. That was this little 40-gram little metal spinner. Hopefully you can see me, I don't know folks, I'm sorry. 40-gram little spinner, and what I had done with that is I'd actually put one of Rooney's little sand eel type things just on the back of that. Similar to a Portuguese rig, but without any split rings, literally just hooked it through the treble. And he took that straight away. Before that I'd had nothing. And then it's now a 2-up flapper because one of them came off. I could probably tie another hook on, but I'm not that bothered about rigs. I'm not sitting messing about with a load of them. So yeah, the wrasse took squid strip. Just trying to get it off the hook. There we go. I think it's more kelpy than rocky, but obviously that's still it's so connected on, like that's still snaggy enough. So I'm limited to what I can show you on the camera, but as in limited to what way I can position the camera, should I say. But literally just take in squid hood, open that up, and just cutting sort of centimetre thick strips off that. So 2 ups, 2 strips. I'm getting a bit of splash off this rocks. Woo, freezing. That's a bait. There's a bait there. And we're just threading them on the hooks. So I'll just stitch it on. How many times do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that one goes on 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't know why I'm talking to myself and counting. There you go, that's another one. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits now. That's what makes fishing worthwhile, isn't it? You go out fishing, you struggle for a little bit, you think, God, maybe I should move, it's not worth it, something's not working. And then, bang, all of a sudden, you get something like that. And this is basically, really it's a carp rod. I think I've said before in the last video, it's a telescopic carp rod from Decathlon. Closest thing I could get to a portable beach caster at the time. It does the job. It's a bit light. I prefer something heavier, but it is what it is. Loving that as far as I can. The wind is blowing right in my face as well, so that's making casting a challenge, especially with a spinning rod. But we've got gripper leads on. Even though it's a snaggy area, I think gripper leads are a good idea, because I think sometimes you can just help stop you getting pulled into rocks and things. That's my opinion. Feel free to tell me I'm wrong, I don't mind. But anyway, that's that bait out. Hopefully we'll get a repeat. Another wrasse would be great, another pollock would be great. Anything would be great, anything. I'm not fussy. I'm grateful for anything we catch. Right, let me check what you can actually see. You can pretty much just see my legs. Great. Can't position that any better. Not really, is the answer. That's probably as good as it will get. I'll take a few casts out with a spinning rod and see if we get any other takers while we've got you filming. It's a nice area, bloody access I'm not too keen on. To climb down the ladder now, I don't know whether I've come the wrong way. I think on the way back I'm going to try and walk round the head. I don't want to be traipsing up ladders again. And it is quite cool. It's a warm day, but when that wind's blowing, it's a bit cool, especially when the wind gets covered. And yes, I'm dressed like a knob. Excuse my French. It was more to embarrass the teenagers, but I've come fishing and they're up with me, so it's backfire really, isn't it? Yeah, plenty of seabirds. None of them seem to be working in the minute, they're just sitting. I'm guessing it's popular for mackerel. That's why everybody's here with a spinning rod. I've got some other baits. I'm tempted later on to chuck that over onto a pulley rig and whack it out as far as I can, just to see what it's about. Might as well use the bait up. Especially on a day like this, it's going to defrost anyway. I think I've got about an hour or so to high tide. And I'm wondering whether I should move a bit. I don't know. I might do. Something less splashy. Oh, hit me line then. Around this side, try the other side of that line, because you never know. And if it wasn't for the ladder access, I could see this potentially being a good cod spot during the winter. I don't know. Maybe the locals know. Not that any locals probably watch my videos, seeing as they're normally based in Northern Ireland. Right, nothing happening with that for the minute. So I think I'll leave that on. Right, I'm going to turn these off. I'm going to think about whether I'm going to move or not. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, quick update, folks. Obviously, no fish, because I haven't brought you back to show you any fish. I've changed to a dropper rig, pulley dropper rig. Or two dropper, I don't know what you want to call it. I'll show you it maybe in a minute. I'm going to bring it in, I think. I've obviously landed right in a kelp bed. So that rod is just dipping with the kelp movement. So, good chance I'm probably going to lose this rig when I pull it in. Couple of tiny rattles on it, so something's probably pecking about the bait. I've used up all my mackerel now. So I've got some peeler crab and the squid left. I'm just going to run through the baits and then get out of here once they're all used up. So, yeah. See if I can get anywhere where we can maybe how's that for a view? Well, that might work if I leave it balanced there. Right, let's see if we can get this rig back. Let's see if we can get this rig back. Doesn't seem to be any rattles on it now. Yeah. Let's see if I can get it back. See if there's any bait left on it. Being in the kelp as well, that's likely to rub the bait out. Yep, we're stuck. Oh. Whoa, see if we get anything back. Just keep a steady strain on it, and sometimes you can just pull it through the kelp. See what we get back. Feels like my weight's still on it anyway, so that's something. Wind's died down a bit, so top hook's there. Weight's there. Bottom hook's there. So you'll probably not be able to see much of the rig from where you are, but we've got a SRT spring up the top. The top hook comes down. We've got a bent clip down rig clip there. So that hooks onto that. And then you pull your bottom hook down onto your lead. And then that keeps everything streamlined for a little bit of distance, and then when it hits the water, that should release. Your bottom hook releases, that drops down, so you've got one fishing below the lead and one obviously above the lead. I'm not sure these peeler crabs are much caught, although the bottom one has gone, which means hook sizes might be a bit big. I think the 1/0s. Never mind. I think we'll go for crab and squid. So I'm getting a bit warm, I need to try and get it in the shade a bit more. 2 crabs left. Bag full of squid. So first, the squid. Shade. I don't know where these crabs are packed up. They're quite nice. And it's all gone very quiet, folks. Don't get much of anything. The birds are still occasionally working up and down the coast, but they've not come in close and try and cast out to whatever they're feeding on, and they've not chased anything in close. Still picking up the spinning rod and chucking that out occasionally. There's another guy down there with feathers. He's not had anything. He's been working up and down the rocks. I've had a couple of rattles on the bait rod, but not hooked into anything. So I've gone back to the flapper rig. I tried a pulley rig with a 2/0 circle, and then tried 1/0 pulley dropper. Neither of those were hooking up, so I've gone back to the flapper rig with the size ones on. We're pretty much just down to the dirty squid now, so I'm going to keep whacking that out. The wife has told me what time I've got to be back, so I've maybe got an hour and then I'm going to have to call it a day. So I might call this one there, unless I get any fish. We'll see what happens. Cheerio.